Last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
It's the Russell Reed Show.
Welcome to Russell Reed Show. Happy Thursday, everybody. Joining me, Jessica. Tina's popped in for a little visit.
Randomly.
And hopefully Miss Universe, Regina. We'll start right off with that because that's got me confused. But then again, one changing direction gets me confused. You're one of how many people in the state of Ohio for Miss Ohio?
I think it's about 50 contestants.
Okay, so you win that.
Yes.
You represent Ohio in Miss USA.
That is correct.
Then it's another 50.
That is correct, yep.
And when you win that, then it gets interesting.
Yeah.
Miss Universe.
I know.
And how did you get involved in this?
Well, I've done pageants maybe for the past 3 years, and I just sent in some photos. A couple of people recommended me to go do it, so I did it, made it in. They invited me to come along, so I'm like, okay.
Okay, so
exciting.
It's about 50 people.
Right.
And where's this going to be held at?
Actually, the Miss Ohio USA contest is held in Portsmouth, Ohio. The contest or the pageant's taking place November 8th and 9th.
Okay.
So that weekend, that's when the big days are. So
it's up in the Toledo area.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, the armpit of Ohio.
Yeah.
But it will be beautified that weekend.
Are they broadcasting it?
I'm not. I don't think the Miss Ohio, but I know the Miss USA, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is bigger, Miss Universe or Miss America?
Miss America.
They're two different pageants. You gave me a look.
Because that would
It's
be
like-
obvious.
Well, no, because Miss.
It's like a ladder.
I could name more Miss America winners than I can Miss
True.
Universe winners.
Right.
I can't name any.
Yeah, I can't either.
Well, just I think Phyllis George was one. There was she was on Baywatch. Sean Waverly, I think, was another one. So there's two off the bat.
I know Regina.
Yeah, that'd be number 3. Yes. So how many people from the Cleveland area?
From Cleveland, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who the contestants are yet, but obviously, when the contest comes along, I'll get to meet everybody and see who's from what areas. So I know they're from the whole state of Ohio, different cities everywhere. So
Yeah, for a small fee, I could Jeff Gillooly the competition for you. Get the old nightstick out and crack him in the knee, get you moved up a little bit quicker.
it's okay. No,
Oh, okay.
it's all right.
Okay. Now, picking on you two.
Oh.
The 5th is coming up very, very quickly.
Yes.
Are we excited for the premiere of Candyland?
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be interesting to see how it all comes together because I still don't know what the whole story entails because we only saw the parts that we were involved with. So it'll be fun.
And, when the director was here, he really didn't say much.
No.
No, he just kind of left it out there for our imagination. But I found clips.
You did.
I did.
The internet can be a wonderful thing.
No, actually, Jessica really helped out. She
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, she kind of.
It's not clips. It's the teasers that were put out.
Okay, what's the difference between a teaser and a clip?
Well, I mean,
Outside
the
of-
teaser is only like a minute long, like less than that. I would assume, and a clip is and it's like a montage of stuff. A teaser.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. You're more.
Yeah, pretty much.
More.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to throw you in there because I had my conversation with her last week.
You did.
But let's see if I can't screw this up. Okay. Then you go here, and I'll move this back, and there we go. This is the safest one. The other one I'm saving that one. I got a lot to say on that one.
He doesn't like pretty people.
like someone's going to die.
Whatever do you mean?
They're just having a little fun.
Here, let me
Just a little blood.
use this hammer to hit you in the head with.
Jesus Christ! Death wish? What's that supposed to mean?
Fucking creepy old lady.
Hot girl.
I think we got it. Let's go.
I love your face. It's like,
What do you think happens
so
today?
awesome, Tina. Like, that looks awesome.
Needless to say, I will not be returning for the sequel if there is one.
Well, it took 2 years to make the first one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the odds, your daughter will be graduating by the time he gets on writing the sequel to it. Or the prequel. Or just anything.
Her daughter could be in the prequel. She could be you.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm so smart. I'm just kidding.
Now, Regina, would you ever go into acting?
Actually, small world. I was actually an extra for this movie. I actually know Haley.
Were you at Bar Louie?
Yeah.
Oh my God, small world.
I know,
Were
right?
you a model?
Yes.
On the runway?
Yes, that's correct.
She's in the other clip.
The seedy little strip club
Yeah, and
thing.
I think she's actually in it.
Yeah, I think so. I think
That's
so. I know.
so
Wow, irony. I just happen to have
Small.
that clip, too.
That is so
Wow.
funny.
I know. I'm
Small
like,
world. I
what?
thought you looked familiar.
See, that's what I was telling him. I'm like, I thought, her
And I
picture
had
was
no idea. It wasn't in your credits that you were in such,
I do
such a movie.
some work here and there, Any opportunity that comes my way, I try to take it. So
So it was at Bar Louie,
I think
I
Barley.
I
Barley
think
House?
it's Barley House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Barley House.
Yeah.
They sound the same.
All I know, there are a lot of barrels, and I've seen
Yes.
photo shoots of stuff going on with a lot of barrels. Then I saw that, I go, huh. Oh, your security also doubled as the DJ. Yeah.
There are a lot of people that work 2 jobs.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Now,
I'm done.
yeah, you're going to bury yourself. I don't want to discuss these things. So where do you want to take your modeling career, Regina?
Well, right now I'm going to school for international business. So, my main goal is I want to travel. That's just my dream. I just want to travel. But I want to finish college first. With modeling, I just want to see how far I can take it. Like I said, I would take every opportunity that comes my way. I just keep pushing myself, motivating myself to just see, where I can go with this. I don't have one set goal as to where I want to be or what I want to do and where I want to live. I just want to see where it'll all take me, honestly. So I'm just keeping a positive attitude, and honestly, it's fun. You know what I mean? It's exciting. Every day I get to do something new, and it's just definitely, it's a nice lifestyle to just have an open mind, open heart to a lot of things. So.
And you're surrounded by models and actresses, and
It's a good time. It's fun, So.
Now, how old were you two when you first started modeling?
I waited until later just because my parents kind of pushed me to the educational side of things, and I went to college, and then I had my daughter, so I was 22.
22? Mm-hmm. Jess?
Well, I'm not really a model, so
Okay, you
I just
when you were researching your role for Candyland,
I was
how old were you when you decided to be a model?
Probably 28 then. Although I just kind of gave my age away, but
Yeah.
right?
That's
You look so
okay.
young.
Thank you.
And you were how old when you first started?
Well, actually, my birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, I
so
know.
I'm
And belated happy birthday.
Thank you. I just turned 20. So I started about 3 years ago, 3 years ago.
And
I was still in high school, so.
was it easier or harder to get jobs being in high school when you
Definitely,
started?
I think it's more easier. I think the younger you are, the more, fresh look you have, the more opportunities that come your way. When it comes to that, I think a lot of people just kind of aim towards, getting maybe younger girls into the whole, environment. So it was definitely easier for me to do that. when I was
Okay.
young,
And what's the biggest fear you have at the Miss USA, Miss Ohio pageant?
Biggest fear.
Okay. Are all pageants the same?
Not really. probably the biggest fear is like just not tripping or anything. You know what I mean? Walking in heels and just keeping a good composure with everything and just staying positive with your attitude. And I think that's the most. I mean, I'm not really afraid of anything, but
Public speaking doesn't bother you?
no, not really, no. But I mean, like for the pageants, usually they only have maybe 3 questions that they ask, and then they usually do a personal interview, but that's kind of behind closed doors. So, but on stage, it's. Oh, you already have a video?
I got a video. Of course I got a video.
Prepared.
But as you know, there's the question and answer.
Yes. That's good.
And the crack staff at the Russell Reed Show came up in a very lazy kind of way with this. And you have 30 seconds to answer this.
It's a good question.
It's a good question. Recent polls have shown that a fifth of Americans cannot locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think that is?
Probably because they're not educated in the global map, but
Close.
what?
That was close.
I was holding it in.
That was close.
It was close.
Her answer
No.
was close.
What's the answer?
Okay, we'll play the proper response. Okay, let's see. Me gotta fix this.
Okay.
Come on.
I had to think about it when he asked me earlier.
Really?
This is the proper answer.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should
gotta look at
help
Mario
Iraq and the
Lopez's
Asian
face.
countries. So we will be able to build up.
I give Mario mad props.
He kind of cut her off. He like,
It's like, okay.
He kept a straight face through that whole thing. And the young lady's name was Katie Upton, the other Katie Upton. She parlayed that ignorance into a nice little career for herself.
monologue about South Africa.
Yeah, and she went on every talk show, explained herself, and they gave her another 30 seconds to do it. I guess from what she said, the lights got her.
Oh, really?
Just froze, and just, it happens.
It does happen. It's
And-
understandable. We're only human, right?
But it was on national television,
Yikes.
and she was blonde.
Oh, no.
Commence the jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there were a bunch of them. But she ended up, a couple local sports talk stations here in town did football pools during tournaments and all that. They always invited her in because he wanted to kind of make her look foolish.
Right.
She ends up finishing in the top 2 or 3 every
Good
year.
for her.
And I don't know if it's the boyfriend or if she just goes, oh, those are cute uniforms or and whatever. And she ends up doing really well. And, I mean, she got her degree from South Carolina.
Okay.
So, I mean, she did well for herself, but
Right.
will always be remembered for that. I mean, that
It's
was,
unfortunate.
2007. So that would put you 8th grade?
Yes. 2007. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that,
correct.
that was just a stab.
Oh, my God.
I'm really not that. I'm not that talented. I'm really not. So is that it? When you guys act, is that your biggest fear, doing something live and just forgetting everything?
Not really. I mean, if you forget something, you usually just improvise, and hopefully it doesn't sound retarded. But you should never go in fearing it, because chances are then you'll probably screw yourself up. Right. So I just kind of go with the flow.
And it helps having the script in a timely manner.
Yes, it does.
And that's not a shot at
completely
anybody.
agree.
I'm not taking a shot at anybody that was here 2 weeks ago and made it up as you went along. I'm not going to do that. Box office is September 5th. You get the safest.
Box office?
Yes. You go to the box office and get the
Okay.
tickets on September 5th at
Right.
Atlas Theaters in Euclid, off Lakeshore. Don't know the physical address because I forgot to look for it, but
I don't know.
I still
Yeah.
haven't even figured it out.
now what are you going to be wearing?
I was gonna wear a dress.
You
but-
were going to wear a dress.
I'm debating. I want to wear a dress, but I don't want to be overdressed because they haven't really said anything to us about what attire should be worn. And I'm just terrified to show up in like this red carpet premiere gown, which I probably wouldn't do for this anyway, but I would wear a nicer dress. But
I'll wear a nice dress with you.
okay.
Well, if it helps, I think Alex Russo is organizing everything because we were talking about
Is
that.
she?
That's, I guess, it got laid upon her.
Okay.
So
it'll be a nice
the guys, will,
carpet.
you know, the guys, you know, are going to be jeans and t-shirts.
All right.
I mean, that's a given. See, you're in it, possibly. Are you going to go there? Or you know nothing about it?
No, I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
The Candyland premiere,
Oh yeah, okay.
September 5th.
September 5th.
Up Lakeshore Boulevard, Euclid, 7 o'clock. Got to be here for the show, so I'll be there in spirit. And God, do I want to see this. But everyone said, well, what kind of review? I said, that's the problem. I like all you guys, and I can't be mean. Oh, I could lay into other people. That's not going to be a problem. I just can't.
I can take a constructive critique. If it's harsh, but it's
Agreed.
gonna help me out, then fire away.
Agreed.
Well,
If
it's
it's
not.
constructive.
It's not that it's not constructive. It's just you can only act the way you're directed to act. And when it looks like the director just learned how to walk upright, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to. I like Eddie. He's a good guy, but just because certain things happen in horror movies doesn't mean you need to have them in all your horror movies. Just because McDonald's has the Big Mac doesn't mean every time you go to McDonald's you have to have the Big Mac. There's a variety out there.
Right.
So all I'm saying about a couple scenes, and I don't really. I mean, you're going to the woods for a photo shoot and you have security. Come on. I mean, come on. Really?
There wouldn't be conflict, or there wouldn't be a movie if we went to a studio.
Well, no, but the one clip we're going to show later, there's 3 people at a fashion show.
That the camera caught.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe they were all at the bar.
I'd be.
But so you were involved in it.
Yes.
Who picked out the ensembles to wear? Did you all have your own freedom?
Yeah, I think we each brought like a couple outfits, and we compared with each other to make sure we weren't, wearing the same thing or wearing the same color, and then got everyone's opinion, and I kind of just went with what I wanted to wear for myself.
Now, I saw in the clip which we'll show here in a little bit, they did hair and makeup. Was that legitimate people doing hair and makeup? Or
Haley, who plays Marley in the movie, did she graduate from cosmetology?
She did.
She
She has
did.
her license.
And she did all of our hair and makeup. Mm-hmm.
I believe she
It's
works
fabulous.
at a salon right now as well.
I think so too.
Haley.
Maybe she could do our hair and makeup for the premiere.
Yeah.
Was she the one in the hat?
Haley, if you're listening.
Yes.
Was she the one in the hat?
Yes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, she was in the clip that you just showed. One of the main
The
girls.
sports
Oh.
bra.
Okay, the one that foolishly walks into the
Yeah.
garage just to get hacked up.
By herself as I'm back there like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you go.
You go, I'm good.
Yeah, and then you get your demise with the chainsaw. It's safe to say because we saw it. We're not leaking anything. How'd you get the blood to come out? Spit out? Was it a baggie that you just bit down on? And
They literally I leaned back and they poured it in my mouth, and I had to hold it in my mouth until it was time for me just to spit it everywhere.
Oh wow.
yuck.
Yeah.
You did a good job of making it like splatter.
Yeah.
I was like trying to cough as I was doing it to make it spray a little more.
Look good.
But
And how many takes did that take? I think that's...
we had to do it in 2 separate days, actually. We did it once, and there was some sort of technical issue, or it started to rain. I don't even know what it was, but we had to go back another day and do it. But, yeah, we did... I couldn't tell you how many takes. It was quite a bit.
Okay.
When you went back the second time, was it like how cold was it? Because I know we were shooting in the summer, and then over 2 years, you know, we shot in the winter, we shot in the fall. Was it really
one scene you're all sweating. Next scene, you know, you got your breath coming out, just shivering.
It was pretty chilly, but I did another film with Eddie previous to this one where there was a scene where it ran, again, past schedule, and I was outside in this tiny little summer dress, literally like pinned down to the ground for hours, and it was probably 40, 30 degrees outside, and I usually will stick things out. I'm a trooper. I'll just do what it takes to get the scene done and get it done right, but we were out there for so long, I was turning purple. Yeah. And so I'm like, I'm done. But
you're done.
There's kind of
that
a point,
scene, though,
you know, like health.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Now, Regina, when you go to pageants, do you scope out the competition? Go, I'm prettier than her. I'm prettier than her.
No.
I know you all do.
No.
Each and every one of you go, I'm better than her.
It's more like I make friends that way. I just kind of make friends and just ask them, where are you from? You know, how long have you been doing this? I mean, I really have an interest in people. I mean, you know, that's why international business. I love international. I just love diversity, and I love, you know, different people, different cultures. I actually went to the Middle East, you know, over spring break. So I just love that. I love learning about other people and seeing where they're from and just, you know, their life story. It's cool. It's really cool to just know.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because I remember seeing pictures, and I asked you about that. That was you were in the Dead Sea?
Yes, that was the Dead Sea.
And you could float without really trying.
You just float. Literally, you just lay there. You don't have to do a single thing in your neck, and everything above you just float. It's amazing because it's so salty. The
very highest salt
concentration.
Really? Now, what was the mud bath about?
The mud. Actually, if you take the mud from the Dead Sea and rub it on your body and your skin, it's actually the best thing for your skin. It just makes your skin very healthy. I don't know if you've heard like advertising, even here, like commercials, minerals from the Dead Sea and this and that. But I mean, that's what they're talking about. That it's actually the minerals, the dirt from the Dead Sea is just so rich, and it's just so good for your body. So and your skin, it's amazing.
And how do they treat you over there? Because Americans aren't exactly the most popular people.
Yes. Well, you know, I had to keep a very open mind and, you know, just go with the flow. Luckily, I went with my very good friend. We went over there. He knew everything. He knew the area. He had family there. So, I mean, it was just...
It was easier.
It was easier. I mean, okay, just going from America to there... Just everybody's very different. You're looked at very different. Like they just know when you're American or when you're from a different country. They just know right off the bat. And I mean, even when I was just walking down the streets, you know, everybody has to cover. I mean, you don't have to, but a lot of the girls, they wear a hijab. They cover their head. Some of them wear the face. I mean, you know. So I respected that, but I didn't dress like that. I just wore normal clothes. Obviously, I didn't wear, you know, cleavage and short shorts and booty. You know what I mean? So no, I mean, I wore, you know, appropriate clothing, and you know, I got stares from a lot of people, but it was expected. You know, it was definitely expected. But I wasn't disrespected, I don't think, in any way, because I've adapted to their culture, you know what I mean? So I just kept an open mind. I mean, I don't speak the Arabic language, so that was another just little obstacle for me, but I learned a lot, actually.
You let your friend ask for directions.
No. Well, I let my good friend take care of that, all the talking and speaking, but I learned a lot, actually, the Arabic language and their culture, so... Yeah, it's so eye-opening just going to a different country like that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, I just feel like I'm so blessed. You know what I mean? I'm so blessed to have what I have here, but I'm also blessed to being able to go over there and see, you know, how it is like how it's over there, just like with poverty and just it's either you're really rich or you're just really poor. You know what I mean? There's like no middle class at all, and it's so sad, but. It's weird. Everybody there has a different outlook, but it's good.
Okay, and
nice.
They always ask this: if you win, Miss Universe, what's the one thing you would try to change? What's the one thing you would try to make your own? They always ask, you know, what goals do you have as a crown wearer? What would you try to change the world as?
I mean, not really change. Well, I just want to influence a lot of people in a good way. Like when I went to the Middle East, you know, a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're from America, you know, whatever, you're spoiled." Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're spoiled, you're this, you're all about the money, you're all about this and that. And I'm like, no, you know what? Like, there's some people that have good hearts and they're good people out there, you know what I mean? And I want to spread, like, you know, just that, you know, it's nice to have a good heart and just be a good person in general and just influence people in a good way to motivate them to potentially do their best. So, I mean, I just want to be a good role model for a lot of people, and it's, you know, it's hard to be a really good role model, you know, but you know, you do your best. So.
Yeah, so the main misconception is they think everybody here in the States is snobbish, wealthy,
right,
and
exactly.
uppity. They don't know there's a lower.
From.
I mean, movies. I'm going to assume
reality shows.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that the real world, not taking the MTV line, but you know, we're just as, you know, hard luck as they are.
Right.
It's just we produce, you know, everything on TV that, you know, accentuates things that really aren't there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And was that a big challenge to say, you know, I'm not much different than you guys?
Right, exactly. I told them you really can't judge. You can't really judge, you know, and you have to actually meet, like, the people. I'm like, some people, you know, they're like that, but you can't stereotype, you know, because you'll miss an opportunity to, you know, just get an understanding of what we're really like. So, I mean, it was disappointing, you know, for them to say, "Oh, you're an American," you know, and they shake their head. But I'm like, no, I mean, you know, I'm just like you, you know. There's no difference here. Like, it's just.
Here's a dumb question, but would they have a representative at the Middle Eastern countries? Would they have a representative in the Miss Universe pageant?
I believe they do. Actually. Yeah, I believe they do. Mm-hmm.
Now, I wonder.
I mean, like they have models there too. They have singers. They have entertainers. You know, they have the same thing over there as well. But they judge a lot, I think. But who doesn't? But
so they're not.
We all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want
exactly.
to use. Yeah, I don't want to use the word radical. I don't want to use that word. But you have the traditionalists that cover themselves up, and then you have the non-traditionalists. Right. And the ones that do the modeling, the singing, the acting, pretty much assume they're the non-traditionalists because something about the swimwear competition with the little outfit may not win the judges over.
No.
Any regrets that, you know, you couldn't spend more time or see more places while you were over there?
I mean, I was only there, unfortunately, for only 7 days. And it was a 14-hour flight.
Ooh.
Wow. So, yeah, it's crazy. So,
okay.
I wish I could have stayed longer. I definitely want to make a trip over there sometime soon.
Okay. We'll come back with these lovely ladies in just a couple minutes. First and only commercial break. We'll be back in about 7 to 8 minutes. This is the Russell Reed Show. Hang tight. We'll be coming right back.
I just wanna feel this moment. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. The following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Heat 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Heard of the 7 deadly sins?
You are evil! Pure evil! Pure evil!
They're nothing compared to Uncensored Net Noise's 7th annual birthday bash.
But I gotta do this.
Friday, September 20th at the Rock City Tap House in Parma. Live on stage, it's Morality Check, Necros Obscura, The Burning Harlots, Darling Waste, and more for this amazing all-ages show.
Because of your words, I'm now ready to destroy.
All the details for the 7th annual Uncensored Net Noise birthday bash at mscradionetwork.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. morningshowcentral.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. morningshowcentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to guitarcenter.com. With hundreds of live weather products and layers and thousands of combinations solutions. Weather Studio provides a professional graphics and store monitoring solution without complex user knowledge and without the industry standard price tag of $1,000 plus broadcast systems. Weather Studio displays a plethora of critical atmospheric and geophysical data on an interactive GIS-enabled computer map. Get your free 14-day trial of Weather Studio at their website, weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. That's weatherstudio.paulmarv.com. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment, and they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more.
And almost taste it.
Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention Msc Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Welcome back to the Russell Reed Show. If you're just joining us, I am joined. So little Cubs upset with Tina Regina and Jessica. Y'all like animals?
I love animals.
Animals?
I love animals as well.
Yeah, I'm a big hippie when it comes to animals.
Okay, you've heard of crazy cat people before.
I think
Yes.
I'm one.
I
me
work
too.
with one.
Are you?
I just became one, yeah.
Yeah.
How many cats?
I had 2, and then one passed away in November, so I'm just down to 1 now.
So you're not quite classified as a crazy cat lady.
No, thank God. But I do talk to her like she's my little baby.
Oh, everybody does that. The definition of a crazy cat lady, you got to have more than 10.
Okay, well then I don't qualify.
Okay, but here's the thing you got to keep in your mind.
One day.
When you're alone. Janet Veal was 56. She was discovered on her kitchen floor in her isolated house in Hampchester, England. Well, she passed away. And she was a crazy cat lady.
That's my biggest fear.
So the cats
Yeah.
had a feast.
Nibbled.
I've heard about that with dogs too, like dog
Yeah.
owners that pass away and then dogs gotta eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a Sex and the City episode where Miranda lives by herself for the first time, and she was choking, and she was afraid she was going to choke and die, and her cat was going to eat her. Ever since that episode, that's been my big fear, living alone with the cat.
Because animals do not have disposable thumbs where they could open drawers. So if it's locked up, Fluffy and Cujo, they could only go so long before they're like,
all right.
Sorry, you would do it to me if the roles were reversed.
I would not, first of all, gross, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and you do hear about that, and it was just one of those. I don't know why I brought that up. Why? I mean,
it's gross.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Now, are you going? Can I rant and rave after we show this clip?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I'd love your feedback.
And Regina, you gotta say, "That's me" when we do it. So
right.
so you point yourself out, and that way I could have some more fun. Here we go.
I'm sure you'll notice me though.
Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys.
There she is. There she is.
That's you, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Wonder who that is.
First time modeling too on that set. I was really excited that I had Tina and Haley, who are like professional models there, because I was like, what do I do? I really didn't know what to do.
Jesus Christ! There goes another model!
Who is that?
I don't know.
Well, I would think it was you, because it looks like the same way you die. Is that not you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's somebody else.
That's sarcasm. Just keep up.
Oh.
Whoops. Okay, where do I start? There were 3 people in attendance. It was dark. It looked like a gentleman's club. Only thing I could say nice about the clip, I like the music.
I do too.
And y'all look very nice, by the way. And
Thank
that.
you.
But what the hell does that have to do with a horror movie?
Wait, before you rant, I gotta say the music, they timed it so perfectly with when you zip up your heel.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't know why, but
Yeah, I
that
love
like
that shot,
makes
too.
me really happy, that shot.
Zipping up a pair of stilettos.
Like to the music, like I'm assuming Noelle did it. She did a
synced
really
very well.
good job doing
Yeah.
that. You can rant now.
Oh,
This is prior. This is like our backstory before we get this.
so we
gig
don't
to
know
go out in the
where does
woods.
this happen in the movie?
In the beginning, before we go to the.
If it's
the
edited.
woods. Yeah,
I
if
mean,
it
that's
even
what-
if it even makes the
Yeah.
final cut, we have no idea.
Okay.
When we were filming it, we were told it was going to be like the opening kind of scene,
Oh, okay.
or towards the beginning.
Okay, and show of hands of number of times y'all went to get a soda in just your bra.
Well, I've never modeled before. In my house, I do all the time.
That's a public place where Alex was getting her soda.
I told you before that was a dressing room, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really public.
Yeah, it was a sectioned off area, so nobody was.
And I don't want to speak for models, but like, aren't models like comfortable with their bodies?
Yeah.
Where they're like, I walk around in my bra all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a model, but I would think.
I see no purpose of it in a
I
movie
would.
having her throw a tantrum over a 65-cent bottle of soda.
Have you ever been that thirsty?
There should have been a drinking fountain there.
Technically, we probably should have been provided beverages in the
Yeah,
dressing
it's
room.
usually, I mean...
Well, I think we made it clear that the agency we work for was
pretty
top-notch.
shady.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's talk about the agency. The DJ / bodyguard
Yes.
accompanied you out to the woods.
Yes.
Were you afraid of Boo Boo and Yogi? I mean,
I was afraid of bees.
Thumper's got a mean attitude.
Right?
yeah, I mean,
He
there's
was our
just...
comic relief on the road.
Yes.
For all I know, this would be a very good movie. I'm just ripping on the little bits and pieces I saw, especially that. That had, to me, just... It said, teasers, like... The only part of, the scary part was you being pushed up against the car with a chainsaw and you had anything relevant to the movie can do. And everything else was like, let's try to get as many guys to this as we can. And that's kind of what they were trying to do, in my opinion. So how long did this shoot take for that one little...
Oh,
A while.
A while. I ended up actually having to leave early, and it did not make everybody very happy.
I was okay with it.
I had a flight to catch. I was filming in New York City the following day, so I had a red-eye flight to catch.
Shows war?
No, this was a trailer for a film still in pre-production, or if it's ever going to get done, I don't know. It's called Gunner's Rift, but they wanted me to come for the trailer to do
Okay.
it. So I had a red-eye flight that night to go out to New York City to film in Staten Island at like 8 o'clock the next
Yeah.
morning. So I had told Eddie prior to going up there that, you know, I was going to have to leave if we weren't wrapped at a certain amount of time, and we weren't. And I'm like, I got to go.
Yeah.
And I left.
And I'll say this: the smartest person with the best agent is Regina, because she didn't go camping with you and didn't die.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
She's probably still at that skeezy bar, though.
See, we were hand-selected by the agent to go to this thing.
Excellent.
But she was probably just trying to get us out of
Yeah.
there. She's like, you guys suck. Get the hell
Now,
out of there.
how
Yeah.
long?
Go die.
The thing took 2 years to make.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where was this done at? What I mean, was it early on, late, middle?
I would say it was.
Combination, right?
I would say it was it was probably 2 years ago. It was probably towards
was
the
towards-
end of the first run of filming, right? Maybe.
I want to say, I think it was before we started doing the outdoor stuff, I think. I don't know. The production took so long.
I know
that
it was
really hard.
cold. I will tell you, it was cold because I was all like bundled up, and then when we got in the bar, I stripped down to like whatever.
Well, you know, you're
That seems to
actually
be a
right
theme of your
because
movie.
and I had my fur coat.
yeah, because it was towards the fall. Because I remember now doing that trailer.
Yeah.
It was towards the fall because it was chilly in New York too.
Okay. And for your first time being in a movie, Regina, what was the experience like? Because you were only in that one little part. Did you have any
Right.
idea what the movie was about, or you just said we need a model?
Haley kind of filled me in on it. Because actually the next day we had school at like 7 in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, we were in high school.
dad was
Yes,
calling.
I remember that. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
So we were kind of in the same boat. You know, we're the same age. We went to the same high school, so it was fun. But I mean, it was nothing like went on time with the set. But
It took 2 years to make. Most
Yeah.
take what, 3 months?
3 to 6
Yeah.
months, depending on the production.
And the weather. But
Yeah,
we're not
the
allowed to
weather.
talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, at least
We
I
can,
can. You can.
we can talk about it, just not the specifics of the
Yes.
situation.
Yes. Because we got in a little bit of, not trouble,
We just
but
got forewarned.
Are we talking about Candyland still, or
No,
the movie?
Joe's War.
Oh, okay.
Just a certain act of nature happened, and we aren't allowed to discuss the actions in which no one was supposed to be filming, but giving it a tease on
That's
that
cool.
one. Yeah. Don't need to get someone into trouble.
Yeah, you
I
better
know.
just zip it now.
Zip it
My
up.
phone's
That's
gonna be
off
ringing here in a
camera.
minute.
Like,
Do you know what we
found
said?
you. But
Anyway.
yeah. So if you get through Ohio, Regina, for Miss USA, where is the big Miss USA pageant at?
I'm not exactly sure where the Miss US. I think it changes every.
Okay,
But,
it's not the debacle
quote me on
Donald
that.
does at Atlantic City.
I'm not sure. Honestly.
Do you win anything? Like when you win, like when you get Miss Ohio, do you get money?
You get. I think. Yeah. You get a. I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
You get
I hope so.
a lot of accommodations.
Get some high fives.
Yeah.
Majorly high fives. And when would the Miss USA pageant be? Shortly thereafter? I've always heard pageant season, whatever. It's what, like, you got Miss USA, then you got Miss America, just then Miss Universe, almost like bang, 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 right in a row. When is that? Early spring?
I think it's. Yeah, I think it's in the springtime. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. So, but it is in the spring. Mm-hmm.
And what's the strangest misconception people have about pageants that you would like to kind of clear up?
I was going to ask her that real quick. I was going to ask her, do you find some of these pageants like disrespectful to women?
Sometimes yes. I actually did a pageant last year. It was National American Miss. It wasn't through Miss USA. And that one was more, you have to join or involve yourself in more competitions, because this one was more, there was a photo shoot. You could be a top model. You could do, you could get judged on a photo, print work, runway. So that one was more, if you were more involved with what you did, then you were kind of more of a finalist. But if you just did like the pageant specifically and you weren't involved, like any top modeling or any photo shoots or any print work judging on your photos, then you kind of didn't make it. You know what I mean? You just kind of stayed in the dust and in the shadows. So that was kind of, I didn't really like that because you had to pay for every competition that you did. So every, you would submit a photo or a runway or whatever, and you would have to pay, or your sponsors would pay for that. And you kind of were left out if you didn't join and do everything. So
now, for both you two, height. Is there a difference? I know, runway you gotta be what, 6 something?
Oh, wow! It depends.
Typically about 5'9" is the
5'9".
shortest that they will take.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
so I'm out.
usually they look over 6 foot. But they will make exceptions for people that are about 5'9". Because once
Okay.
they stick you in the heels and all that, that puts you
Yeah.
taller anyway. But they want the larger than life, really lengthy, body just to show off the clothes better.
And is that the same way in pageants, or is it a little bit more diverse because it's...
No, they do like to kind of pick on the taller girls. They prefer like 5'7" and above. Above that, so.
How tall are you?
About 5'7".
Just
like
made it.
barely
Just-
made it.
Good job.
Snuck that in.
Yeah.
And is... I'm just gonna say it.
Good.
Blondes tend to do...
Actually, I mean, last year, if you look up Miss Ohio, she was a brunette. She's so cute. She is adorable. She's so beautiful. She's a brunette, but I
Okay.
mean, I think it's very diverse. Everybody's very diverse.
You should do a poll. Like, you should go through
Yeah.
all the archives of like the Miss Universe and Miss USA and see like what
Well,
percentage in the last
Miss
10
Universe
years.
is a little different because I believe someone from Senegal won it last year.
Okay.
So I mean it's a little bit different because Miss America I'll check on for
Okay.
you. Just for you, I'll
Thank
come
you.
up
Thank
with
you.
these.
I want to see what my odds are.
You see, I get up at 3:30 in the morning. It's 10 o'clock at
You
night.
know you don't go to bed.
Damn it! I gotta do this for her.
It'll determine my next hair color.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, if I had hair, it would be gray. Thank you. So when we talked that because the movie took 2 years
Right.
to make, that you had to kind of watch your hair length and all of that and bring that because within 2 weeks you changed your hair color.
I did. I did not watch.
Now, in pageants,
Yeah.
if you submit a certain picture with your hair a certain length, then you cut it. Do they frown on that?
Well,
or
actually, they like, if you send in a photo, they want you to look like that at the pageant. So they want you to just stay how you are and just continue with that. They don't want you to change your look, change your hair, change this and that. They just want to have you keep the same look all throughout the pageant that you do.
No.
And that's just like headshots and acting.
Yeah,
Right,
the same
correct.
goes for acting too. Yeah, if you
Mhm.
submit a headshot and they select you and you show up with a completely different hairstyle and hair color, they're gonna be like,
They're like, what?
Wait a
Mhm.
minute, where's this person?
Yeah.
Because goodbye.
Exactly.
Dieting.
Dieting?
Now, you're not...
Hey, Russell.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for
Regina?
yes.
Okay.
Hello, yes.
Okay, listen. They're back in 2012. The pageant Audrey Bolt. She was asked this question. I want to see what your answer would be.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Do you think women are depicted in movies and television in an accurate and positive way?
Well, that's good for all of you guys.
Yeah.
But that could be a question posed to you on the panel. So, Regina.
I mean, honestly, it goes 50-50 for the most part. I mean, some women I don't think, completely show a positive, they're not a completely positive role model. But I know some of them do. They try, and I can see it, they try to have, a beneficial outlook on young women and, just having them continue in their motivation and just being the best that they can. I mean, honestly, I can see it as time is going on and just advertising and just marketing of women. It's definitely changing. I mean, you can see it, just I mean, they're just I don't know, put out there to just look a certain way or act a certain way, and I think women should just be who they are. I don't think they should have, you know, a certain role model, and I think they should just be who they are and just be true to them and just, you know, not just, oh, I want to be like her, I want to be like her, you know, so.
Tina?
Well, and it's the same for the acting world, though, too. I mean, it's split down the middle.
Right.
Because they objectify women differently depending on the role.
Right.
So, I mean, if they want somebody to, you know, be sleazy or whatever to fit the role, then of course they're going to cast them and show that. But if they want somebody to be very, very well educated, and then they do that. So it's kind of a hard string to pull on that question because.
Okay, and Jess?
I have to say, I think over the years, there's been a lot more strong, powerful women in television and in movies, and I think that there's a lot of, I know we can swear, there's a lot of kick-ass women out there that are really great role models, and obviously there's going to be roles out there that, like Tina said, depicts them in a not positive way, but again, it's part of the story. It's
right.
You know, they're not like the lead, and I don't know.
Okay, and for those who want to help you and sponsor you on your quest to be Miss Universe, how do they do that?
Well, you can contact me, my telephone number, email. I have a Facebook. Any local businesses, self-employed, anybody that wants to participate in the sponsorship, you can contact me. So I mean, it's definitely tax deductible, but I mean, it's a nice tradition. This pageant has actually been going on for 67 years, and obviously it's a positive role for young women. So anybody that wants to be a part of it, just contact me.
And you're got a call back to New York.
Yes.
Yay.
And what's that role for?
It is for a television series on the Discovery ID network. I can't say right now what show it's for because it hasn't been cast or filmed, but it's a crime reenactment show, and I'm very excited. They called me yesterday, and they have interest in me playing one of the leads in the episode, so I have to tape my audition and send it off to them tomorrow morning.
Exciting.
And I'll let you plug the premiere for the 5th.
What premiere? I'm just kidding. Candyland, September 5th at 7 p.m. at Atlas Cinema. You can go to the theater before to buy tickets, or you can contact Don Kilrain on Facebook, and he can mail you tickets.
Easy enough. And if you happen to be in the Medina area tomorrow at 950 Medina Road, pop into Sam's Hideaway. They're having a cookout. All you could eat, something. If you purchase any drink, the food's free. Go down there, have some fun. Not for little cubs.
No.
The
place is not for little cubs.
No.
That's why it's called the Hideaway.
Exactly. Ladies, thank you very, very much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Again.
Have fun at the premiere.
I will.
And Regina,
Yes.
good luck to you.
Thank you so
Anything
much.
we could
Thank you
do,
for
we'll be
today.
more than happy to help you out in your quest to represent Ohio and Miss USA.
Yes, thank you.
Until next week, this has been the Russell Reed Show. Have a great night, everybody. Be safe.
Take care of your balls, and they'll take care of you.
Okay, thank you all for coming. There's coffee and brownies out front.
And now, get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay, people, move along. There's nothing to see here.
I'm Casey Kasem. Thank you for coming by this evening. Keep your feet on the ground and your dick in your pants. Now kindly get the fuck out. And oh yeah.